gentlemen, our first presenters are the organizers of PechaKucha. And they're going to come up. We have Sin and Carlee Mallard, and their talk tonight is entitled How to Create and Curate. What? How to create a global family. Ladies and gentlemen, Sin and Carlee.
Appreciate it. So I'm Sin. I'm Carlee. And we are presenting how to create and cultivate is the word, a global extended family, and so can you, if you want. And we're going to show you how we did it anyways. The first thing we did was we went into an exchange program. And luckily here there are many to choose from. And we went through the book of people and found some really great looking girls. Aren't they beautiful? And Miss Marty, outrageous love bug, and they all lived up to their name. And that's for you.
So first thing we had to teach them or learn how to communicate with them, because really they're coming here because they don't know how to speak English, or they're trying to learn how to speak it better. So, you know, sometimes that went pretty well, sometimes it didn't. So they would say things like "Twinkie, Twinkie" instead of like whatchamacallit, because they don't know how to say something. Towards the end of their stay, this was Betta's, actually, her going away cake. Feta is Betta. One of her friends made her cake, and she thought that it was going to be a funny joke, but Betta had no idea what a feta was, so the joke was gone.
All right, so the third thing that we did to cultivate this global family was food. Always food, 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 food. We taught them how to make pizzas, because that's what we do here in America. And they taught us how to make muesli, which is really yummy. And our first exchange student was from Colombia, South America, and they made a dish called ajiaco, which is like a chicken soup. And it was made so often she had us like matching bowls, because that's what they do in Colombia, to make sure we had the full experience of the food.
So when I had my first exchange student come with us, I was actually a senior in high school, and so they all went to school with us. And so I actually had some classes with some of my exchange students. We took statistics together, and she got an A, and I did not, and that got her really mad. But you know, we enjoyed school together, and we also, you know, made friends through school, and they made friends in their classes, and they had a good time introducing me to their new friends, and I had a good time introducing them to my friends, and all of my friends, which some are here tonight, actually fell in love with all of our exchange students too.
But not everything goes as planned. So when we chose Betta on the application, it said that she was a non-smoker in our very non-smoking family. And of course, when we found her in the hallway smoking, we had a little discussion. And it all worked out, because that was not the worst of it, actually. And the other thing we had to do was dispel a few myths. The myth primarily about how when you come to the United States, especially as a teenager, I don't know what they're thinking, that it's exactly like the movie American Pie. They literally thought they were going to be in this kind of way, and I can assure you it was not.
But some of the stereotypes, like American prom, you know, we do go to prom, and we do get excited about it, and they got really excited about it too. So, you know, they got all dressed up, made sure they found dates, or, you know, found someone to go with, and really enjoyed it. Yeah, she's just silly. We were on a pumpkin farm. But she kind of, the point is they traveled a lot. And so this was actually in Pittsburgh, my freshman year of college. She came up to visit me with my sister.
We also wanted to make sure that they knew, got involved in our traditions like Halloween and Christmas. they were important to us, but for example, in Switzerland, they don't celebrate Halloween, but it's kind of a fun, holiday, and so they really got involved and they really enjoyed it. They also were able to graduate with the class, and we took them on other trips, like, locally to whitewater raft, or just in other towns to experience the United States.
So then we had to stay in touch with them after they all left, and at first it was sort of difficult, but Facebook came around, 2004, and so our first exchange students really were pretty hesitant. They didn't have it. They were in foreign countries. They didn't have Facebook yet, and Betta specifically, she is sort of a commie, and she didn't really like she didn't really like Facebook at all, but I made her get on it so we could keep talking. And we stayed in touch, and when we went to their countries, they welcomed us the same way that when they came here, we welcomed them.
I really can't stress enough how you can have them come here, and then also you get invited to Europe and have a place to stay in a really cozy bed. They feed you, and you have family who can translate for you. So this was actually one of the highlights, I think, from my experience. And we traveled to Colombia, stayed there for 3 weeks, and we also were invited to Zurich and stayed for the holiday season in Zurich. It was wonderful with our host student and her family there. We sledded at the Alps. It's really great.
So we're a family. all 3 of them and the rest of us, we're all one big family. I usually talk about how my sister in Italy is doing, or how my sister in Colombia is, applying for grad school and things like that. And people are like, wow, your family must be really accomplished, but they're my sisters. It's family.
And I spoke to them on Facebook recently, and they gave me the update. So Auda is a marketing assistant in Colombia, and is going to do her MBA in London or Barcelona, and that is volunteering her time, and she reads books for the blind. And Vera has started her university for philosophy, and she's going to Africa in 4 months. So these girls are awesome. Thank you.